What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to a special Smark Announce Table edition of the Smark Out Moments Smack Talk podcast. I am your host of the panel, Tony Mango, and joining me on the mic for this episode is Calen Ferris.
What's happening?
And Angie Williams.
Hello. Oh, thank you for not doing me first.
Insert joke. Stephen Waco sends his regards because this is actually take number 2. We recorded a different version of this already, and we had some errors in the way, which is why it's nice to bring in some fresh eyes in on the mix, or, well, I guess technically fresh voices because there's no visuals here. Which, speaking of that, we are not going to be actually showing you the video for copyright reasons. They'll just take that down. So
they'll probably do that anyway.
Maybe. When it comes to how this is going to work, if you've never checked out a Smark Announce Table in the past, what we do is we are providing a commentary track to go along with, in this case, the Hell in a Cell match from King of the Ring 1998 that was in the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, June 28th. Mankind against The Undertaker is the match you're going to be looking for. There's a link below for the WWE Network link. That's where we're going to be watching it. And you're going to want to set your time to 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 14 seconds. So that's 014614. So right after Ken Shamrock's music, you're going to see Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler on your screen. Jim Ross is looking at the camera. He's got one eye kind of bigger than the other one. I think he's kind of like, especially with the cowboy hat on, he's like, "What are you doing there, partner?" Like that kind of thing. And Jerry Lawler is looking off into the distance, and he's got his arm on the commentary table like he's posing for a portrait to be painted or whatever. So that's what you should be seeing on your screen right now. And what you're going to want to do is I'll give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play, and you just hit the play button right after I say play. Pretty simple. So get that all queued up, ready to go. 3, 2, 1, play. So you should be saying, ladies and gentlemen, tell you what, you got Shamrock's music in the background, that kind of stuff. So while they're setting this up, I mean, what we're doing this for is to kind of set us up for Hell in a Cell, and they're doing the dum-dum-dum-dum, which I fucking love, by the way. They didn't do that on the other one that we were watching, oddly enough.
This is such a great setup with the music. It really sets the mood.
So what we're talking about with the Bad Blood one, we were mentioning how, even though that's the first one, that's clearly not the most iconic. It's got to be this one, right?
Oh, yeah, I would say.
This, the cage falling, it just meant so much more, to people then.
I mean, Hell in a Cell in general, like, this is the one that makes Hell in a Cell dangerous more than anything. And thankfully, we've never had another one since then like this one. Because, holy shit, people would just be dying if they just kept doing that. But, I mean, I look at the Hell in a Cells now, it's like, it's just October.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, is this cell that we're seeing here the same size as the one they currently use?
No, I think this is smaller.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they changed the size of the ear, but I wasn't sure.
One of the things we noticed with the Bad Blood one was that when Michaels did a back body drop, he actually kind of like hit the top of the cage. So I don't know if this is exactly the same as that one or slightly bigger, but it definitely looks bigger now that they, even just like the extension between where like the cage itself and the ropes are, it seems like there's a lot more distance now. He's got the Mankind theme. This was still Mankind, even though he was kind of Mick Foley. Dude, love.
Yeah.
And this really was the match that got Mick Foley to be like a full-on babyface.
I can't stop thinking about the tax.
They're coming.
Oh, I don't want to see him coming.
Well, whether you were a fan of Foley's before this or not, you had to respect what he did in this match.
Oh, God, yes.
I liked Foley from the beginning, like the very opening days that he was part of the company when it was still the new generation and all that. I always thought that Mankind was a cool character, but this was like a whole new level. This was like, I actually like the guy himself and not just the character. Throwing the chair up.
Yeah. Preparing.
Now, I wouldn't even do this.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I wouldn't want somebody to punch me in the face once, but like climbing up on that, I don't like standing on a stool. I I did that earlier today. I had to go screw in something from my air vent grate, and I was just kind of like, man, I really don't like standing on the stool. It's fucking like 1 foot up the ground. These people are God knows how many feet up.
Oh, you poor thing.
No, I think it would be fun. I would love to try to climb up that and walk around on it and, not take quite the same bumps. I don't want to fall through it.
Well, what do you expect would happen?
Especially if you notice a little bit later when they start walking on the top of it starts caving in.
It already it looks, like it's about to fall through where you're stepping.
Now, I forget. Was it purposely gimmicked or they were supposed to fall through, right?
Well, we had a whole discussion on that, Wago and I, where he was thinking of the same kind of thing because he points out there's zip ties.
That's what I saw too. And people are talking about that and you can see them fall.
And I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it because the zip ties don't seem to be all over the place. And you would think that they would put them there as like secondary backup procedure to just make sure all the links stay together. But at the same time, there's like 10 different sections or so at the top. How would they know that that's the one specific one? Like it's not different colored or...
Especially,
you know what I mean?
How would you expect the zip ties to hold the weight of over 400 pounds on top of it,
I just assume the zip ties are there for backup.
Yeah.
I was assuming that they told them what section was the weakest and only used zip ties instead of something more, something more stronger to actually hold their weight.
We got to double check to see when they're walking around here if they step on that area.
Oh, well, they do. I think they do.
Because if they avoid it, then that brings a little bit more credibility to it.
Yeah.
This is not quite fat Undertaker, but a little bit more on the pudgier side.
A bit meatier.
But like in the robe. The robe is awesome.
Undertaken quite a bit.
Yeah, I like when they start up on top.
Were you watching this at the time itself? Because I wasn't able to watch this live from what I can remember, but...
I was not. I had not seen this until at least 3 years later.
Oh.
I had a friend that had all the VHS tapes. So he showed me this one. I actually was not watching it this time when it first aired.
What about you, Angie? Were you watching it?
Oh, no. I was never able to watch these things live.
I got lucky a couple times here and there where like a buddy of mine would kind of, convince his dad to order the pay-per-view and I'd be going over to his house and stuff like that. Or every once in a while you'd be able to record this like kind of grainy pay-per-view feed goes through the wrong channel type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
Channel 82, if I remember correctly, was mine. It was either 82 or 84.
Well, that's how I got to see my first kind of porn.
Oh, I was just going to say, one of them was the porn one. One of them.
Yeah, see, like right there where they step on it.
Yeah.
You can see a zip tie there.
Ties. I don't see zip ties
there
anywhere
they are.
else.
Actually, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
and one of them just fell. Yeah, so they're all over the place there. That I don't think that's planned.
Okay.
At the very least, I highly doubt that the chair was planned to be in the same spot.
And
that's the thing that makes it even worse.
And as we're only 6 minutes in since we started playing it. I mean, the match is only.
I literally just watched this last night, and it still makes me go. Ugh.
And it's that early into the match too.
Oh.
Classic line. As God is my witness, he is broken in half. There's so many good lines in this, though.
I'm just glad I didn't see the fall.
Oh, they'll show it from the other angle.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Slow motion, and they repeat it over and over again.
Oh.
I want to know what Taker's thinking at this point.
He's got to be thinking, holy shit. I just killed Mick Foley. Now, I remember at the time, this is 1998, so I was 11 years old. And, of course, everybody around that time frame, we were all... and his head hits the fucking monitor, too.
Oh.
Damn.
He hits the commentator, too. He just falls to the side, like, ugh. All these kids in the playground, though, we're all watching wrestling. We're all big DX, Austin fans, stuff like that. And so many people were arguing the next night that we found out like that all this happened and stuff. They were like, "Oh, that was fake." They obviously had some kind of like beanbag chairs underneath and stuff, and it's like,
Nope.
No.
He lands on the fucking commentary table. And it's a nice little touch having Terry Funk come out there too.
Yeah, I thought that was him.
I mean, that's probably not planned, but
Oh.
And then we have a little bit of a break here before the action starts up again. So yeah, the match was going on for what? Maybe 3 minutes?
maybe not even that much.
Because a lot of it was just entrances and climbing up the
Yeah.
cage.
You could tell he's so out of it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, after seeing this, it's gonna be hard going back to SmackDown and watching what happened to him. Nah. I'd rather watch this again.
Oh. And he just like flops underneath the security barricade afterward. Like,
I would say this is definitely the top 3 iconic bumps in WWF history. Maybe number 1. I don't know.
well, there's not many that are on par with it. Like, there's the Shane McMahon jump is up there, not from the Hell in a Cell, but from the stage.
Titantron? Yeah. Which one? When Ken or was it Shamrock that hit him? Or no, Blackman. Blackman hit him.
Yeah, with the kendo stick.
Oh.
Why would you volunteer to do this though? Like the Shawn Michaels one, he's hanging off the side of it, so he cuts out a good half of the height, and he falls down very like calmly compared to being thrown down and jumping head first. And if you're Undertaker at this point too, you're gonna be thinking, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you bringing this up?" Like the top part's almost caving in.
Mm-hmm.
You're high enough as it is, and they're lifting you up. You know, I'd be clinging onto that thing like there's no tomorrow. Now at the time, I mean, being like 10 years old or so,
Yeah.
I still was thinking to myself, "Oh, that's good enough. Like, you don't need to go anymore. That match is already awesome just for having that one spot."
Yeah, if I didn't know anything about this, first time, I would have just assumed.
You would have
okay,
assumed
the
that
match
would've
is
been it,
over.
yeah.
I'm so glad I saw that. Wow.
No, I think it was 2000, probably 2000 when I first saw this. My friend Mike had all the VHS tapes. And we would go over at his house, and this is one that I had heard about, but I had never seen.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to still be watching around that time, and everybody was just sort of like, "They did what?" Like,
Yeah.
no, off the top? No, he didn't throw him off the top. He threw him off like the side, right? And it was like, no, he threw him off the fucking top.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back and did more shit. And of course, the crowd has no idea how bad it is. They're chanting for Undertaker.
yeah.
Yeah, you get him,
else
American
happened?
Badass. Something that has to be said about this match, though. I mean, he was always intimidating, The Undertaker, but
Mhm.
after seeing all the stuff that happens during this match, you really start buying, like, that Undertaker is much more violent of a character.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he seems like he wants to just kill mankind, not fight them in a, like, wrestling ring.
I'm surprised at this point that they hadn't rung the bell and declared it a no contest or something.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the referees were just way too busy checking on him. Because we got Kyoto there, we got Foley, not Foley,
Mhm.
Hebner. Undertaker's just like, I don't know if I want to come down. And Foley coming back, like... Wego brought this up. He said, do you think that they actually are holding them back there trying, or is that just gimmick? I think it's real.
I think it's real.
And
No,
what a dick.
I
Undertaker's
mean,
like, oh, I'll
I
get
think
the
they're
chair.
probably just playing it by ear, you know? because they didn't expect quite what had happened.
See, this is one of the matches we don't get to see often, but I think testosterone, adrenaline, and anger took over these two men.
Oh.
And they didn't care how hurt they truly were.
Wow.
And what a line to hear on a pay-per-view, too. That's it. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Goosebumps. Still, 20 years later, it's still just like, oh, man, it sends a chill down your spine. And The Undertaker likes it. If you remember, Undertaker hurts his ankle here. I think it's his ankle. It might be his foot.
No, I don't want to remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Right there.
Yep.
Which is like such a simple thing to do. Like, Foley gets thrown off the top, he gets choke slammed, a chair hits him, Undertaker jumps down and he's like, ow.
Well, didn't Vince tear both of his quads just getting in the ring?
Yeah, that is true. And I like this, what they do with the whole, let's eat up some time with Terry Funk.
Yeah.
And he loses his sneakers too. It's just...
oh.
See, there's one sneaker.
Yeah.
And there's the other one.
Well, if you don't tie your shoes correctly.
Got choke slammed out of his shoes. Oh, JR. Oh. Going down with the chair, too.
See, the chair to me is the smoking gun, sort of. That's why I think that wasn't planned to break. Undertaker wouldn't have chokeslammed him onto a chair knowing that would fall down.
Yeah.
That's just way too, like... Is Undertaker's shirt ripped, or is that just the style?
I thought it was just the style.
Yeah, I think that was just part of it.
That was what was in 1998.
Why the hell are you cheering for The Undertaker at this time? Oh, is his tooth in his nose?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have that shot yet that everybody... The most famous shot where he's up against the turnbuckle.
When he's in the corner. Here it is.
Yeah, it's coming up in a second.
Oh, now they're fucking...
Now you locked the cage.
After
there we
all
go.
That. Oh,
there we
go. No.
And for those who don't know, he said that he wasn't smiling. He was trying to use his tongue to figure out what was with that fucking hole through his lip.
Oh. You could have warned me.
You've seen this one before.
But I don't want to see it again. Or, for the 12th time.
This is probably, I would say, out of all the moments that Mick Foley's ever had, this is his career-defining moment.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's won the championship. He had a lot of great moments here and there for different things, like Mr. Sacco in the hospital. He had the empty arena match. Like, there's a lot of things that are really good with Mick Foley's stuff, but you think Mick Foley, you think Hell in a Cell.
Definitely.
And you think this match.
You think this match, yeah.
No. What's that sticking out of his nose?
Now, we've got the upcoming Hell in a Cell pay-per-view coming up. You guys think Charlotte and Sasha Banks are going to do this?
I'd love to see it.
Actually, I'm excited that they are going to do a women's match in a Hell in a Cell. I really don't think it'll reach this level of brutality.
It better not.
I hope it doesn't.
As interesting as it would be to see them do that, please don't. Don't ruin Sasha. She's cute. If you're going to have somebody do that, have it be like, I don't know, Nia Jax versus Awesome Kong. This feud was so good.
Oh,
that fucking suicide dive was awful, though.
Right
yes,
into
it was. And into nothing.
What did that guy say in the crowd? Something about, why'd you hit the cage, man? Or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to eat up some time while Foley regains consciousness, right?
Or a tooth.
They'll take a little bit longer. It'd be great, though, if it was one of his baby teeth.
Oh.
He's just like, finally, it took me 30 years. Undertaker bleeds from, probably a blade job.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, Undertaker's bleeding. And then you look at Mick Foley.
Yeah.
It's like somebody gets their arm cut off. They get shot in the stomach. And then you're like, oh, that's a paper cut. It stings. I'm in hell.
Oh.
Yeah, where did he get himself? On the eyebrow or on the forehead?
In the Ric Flair spot.
Yeah.
The Ric Flair spot. Is that what it's called now? Oh!
No, he's not
pile
bleeding
drivers.
nearly enough to be Ric Flair.
And it's not only a pile driver that you can't do anymore. It's a pile driver on a chair.
Yeah.
And it gets a 2 count.
Yeah.
Nowadays, somebody hits somebody in the back with the chair, and they're out for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Although that's a hell of a lot safer, so can't blame them. I don't know how that's supposed to really hurt all that much more. Then again, I'll buy the leg drop on a chair on your face, hurting a lot more than like an RKO on a table.
I think it would depend on how hard and
Depends on if the table breaks too.
oh yeah. Oh,
Fucking Foley.
I
Man.
understand why he has his mouth open,
Oh.
but it's just so creepy.
What were your favorite aspects of Foley between the 4 of them? Regular Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love. Who do you guys have as your favorites?
I would say Mankind and regular Foley. The other 2 are all right.
When I was able to actually watch more regularly, I enjoyed Mick Foley himself. And then
Yeah.
and then why? Why would you do that? And where did they come from?
And I like apparently
Staples.
the reports after the match.
Thanks, Tony.
After the match, Foley asked him, "Hey, we forgot to do the thumbtack spot."
Yeah, and Undertaker's like, Mick, look at your fucking arm.
Yeah.
Oh no! No! And the camera's just right there waiting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because they know it's happening.
Here we go.
No!
Nope.
Not quite.
Got to tease it a little bit more.
Now, I would be one of these people that, like, the referee in the ring, the people, like, ringside and stuff, when anybody has any kind of tax on there, I'd be, like, looking out where I go no matter what, because I don't want to step on one, I don't want to kneel on one. The referee counting the 3 count at the end, I would be like, no, I got to find an area that doesn't have a tack.
You know the ref doesn't want to do it.
Oh, for sure.
You don't want to count out anything.
I was surprised when they redid the similar spot with Jericho and Ambrose. Less than
Yeah.
I was proud of Jericho, but still actually creeped out.
I didn't think we'd see that spot anytime soon. And, here we go.
Oh.
Keep your eyes glued to the screen, Angie.
No. Please.
Oh, no, it's good.
Oh!
And it gets worse.
And he rolls in it.
He rolls.
It's the part that I don't understand the most.
No.
Why would you roll in it? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that line. He's a human pincushion.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and I hate it because no matter how far away, they're still shiny and you know they're there.
Oh, yeah, it's a great visual.
Oh,
Here we go.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
God damn. Every time I watch this match, I get the same reaction.
Yeah, I wonder why, Tony. You wanted me to watch this match with you so badly.
No, I mean, I get that same feeling as the first time I watched it. It's, just fucking end it already.
Well, hey.
Right. Put him out of his misery.
some of the tacks.
Standing ovation from people. It's like, yeah, you damn right better give him a standing ovation for being able to do this stuff. And it's, for the most part, a squash match.
Yeah.
But does nothing at all to hurt Mick Foley's character. It just boosts him up to a whole new level.
Absolutely. Yeah. He took a hell of a beating.
In a cell.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You two are just made for each other.
Damn.
At least steering him off his back.
Something funny in the Bad Blood match, Triple H has a white dress shirt on before the match starts, and when Shawn Michaels is all bloody and he comes out to, like, you know, celebrate with him afterward, he's, like, coincidentally not wearing that white shirt anymore. And then you look at Mick Foley's here and it's just covered in red, and you're like, oh, that's blood. Like, it's just like...
That's nothing but blood.
Well, see, a lot of times when they had planned blood spots, I know they would put guys in outfits that would purposely contrast with that.
Yeah, you don't want to give them like a red outfit so that you can't really see it.
Or black.
But look, even the referee on the right side there, he's just putting his hand like down on the ground, and it's like, dude, you might be like, right in the middle of attack. They
didn't use gloves back then either.
No, not at all.
Open.
It's actually sort of annoying to me how quickly they have to put on the gloves now.
I mean, I understand.
It's like a little drop of blood. The ref immediately puts on the gloves.
Look at the guy on the right.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I come in? Who the hell is that guy anyway? Like, I can see that there are some EMTs and the referees, but like, who's the dude with the sneakers and who's the?
I want to know what Foley's
saying
saying
to the ring now.
Is he just giving him a health update, or what is going on here?
He's telling him to have a nice day.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been someone they planted in the crowd in case something happened.
Make sure in 18 years you watch Holy Foley.
Oh, thanks for reminding us.
Damn.
He's going, I specifically requested gold thumbtacks.
Oh.
That chair is probably the worst part of it all, though. Like, the thumbtacks, they hurt, but outside of having, like, some, you know, tack stuck in you and you're bleeding a little bit and that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, that's not too bad compared to falling all that height and landing right on the end of a steel chair.
Yeah.
Even the commentary table, which guaranteed had to give him tons of problems, not as fundamentally bad as the chair.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You mean out of his boots?
You can't even count them all.
You know how they have those games at, like, carnivals and stuff where it's got, like, all the jelly beans in the jar and you got to guess how many are in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many thumbtacks do you think?
In Mick Foley?
I don't
Not counting.
There was a number
not
they had
counting.
to take out of him.
Not counting the ones in the soles of his shoes. I don't know if they did ever give a number, but
it was like 56 or something.
Yeah, I would guess somewhere at around 60 or 70. Because his whole back was covered.
I want to see if they have any kind of information about that.
Jesus.
Or at least maybe, I know there was an estimate.
Good old Sergeant Slaughter. And I remember Jericho going on about the 69 thumbtacks.
69 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Because he kept going on about that.
Like he said like 47 or something about it.
I thought he said 69 because I giggled.
How many times do you get to see people cheering for the heel in a match afterward, you know?
Well, that's what you said. He went through such a beating and earned the crowd's respect that it basically turned him babyface in a way.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he didn't get even more injured from this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. It's amazing. What?
He starts playing around with them.
Yeah. Ugh.
It would have been funny if he actually would have put it in the back of his hand.
Look at those douches behind him.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, can you give me one of them? Souvenir.
Oh man.
So that's the match itself. I mean, it's continuing the run on here. If you're watching the network, we got the First Blood thing on there from Stone Cold versus Kane, which I completely forget everything about that match. It's got nothing in comparison to what comes before it.
Look at that hair. Sorry.
It's very dry, isn't it?
Exactly. I'm so used to it looking wet, greasy.
Bald.
Yeah, no, his hair in that shot looked actually very nice.
Yeah, guys don't really have long hair that isn't wetted down anymore.
I know, I wish, except Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles, I guess. But he does wet it down a little bit, I think, doesn't
Now.
he? Yeah.
He don't want none dry hair. All right, guys. Well, if you are still following along with us, then you should know that this is all complete for the Hell in a Cell match that we were doing. I don't think that we're going to be doing any more Hell in a Cell matches, at least for this round, maybe in the future. I do know that our next one that we probably are going to do for the Smark Announce Table is the 1997 Royal Rumble, for the Royal Rumble, because that's going to be the Alamo Dome, and it's, 97 versus 2017, that kind of a thing. But if you have any other suggestions of what you'd like to see in the future, drop them in the comments below so we can take that into at least some kind of consideration. But if you want to chime in with your comments along this whole thing, then obviously leave your comments below. And if you want to tell us what you think about our commentary and whatever, drop those comments as well. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up all over social media. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Smark Out Moment. Myself at Tony Mango, Calen at Calen Ferris. Angie, you still don't have a Twitter, right?
Maybe. No, I do.
It's a private one, though, right? Or no?
I don't use it that much, or at least it just bugs me. You have a hard time actually seeing what people are tweeting about unless you purposely search.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Twitter.
Yeah.
No, I'm not either.
Anything you guys want to toss out there for promotional stuff, though?
Oh, I got one thing. Yeah, I am now involved with Northwest Ohio Wrestling. So if you're in the Michigan, Ohio, or Indiana area, you want to come and check out in Toledo, Ohio on Friday, November 4th. It's NOW's Uprising. And tickets are cheap. Come check it out. Some live pro wrestling. A lot of fun.
Angie, anything on your end?
I am with Calen at those as well, and you should really check it out. And if you enjoyed my commentary on this video, please tell Tony so I can do more.
You're always welcome here. And if you guys enjoyed this and you want to hear even more of this type of content, go back and check out the other ones that we've done in the past. We did 2 Royal Rumbles and 1 Money in the Bank. And if you want to do even more than that, we got fan tracks over at Fanboys Anonymous for some different movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But that'll do us in for this episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been another Smark Out Moment, and we're being counted out.